Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I know I said I was going to do these Lisa Kim Discord lives. Um, I'm just now getting back to redoing that video, and it's going to be way shorter than the original one. The original one was 3 hours, and then it just would not render. So I ended up scrapping it and started to redo it and ended up not doing it. And there's some new Lisa content, so I figured, you know what, let me just go ahead and do the part that I promised you guys and then throw the new Lisa content at the end. So remember, this is when they first started doing the Discord lives, and the only parts I'm going to actually show are the parts where Tech is talking, where Villain talks, and where Raggedy talks. I'm going to throw in a couple of them where these people are literally just in there to kiss Lisa's ass because they're so desperate to be her BFF. It's disgusting. Like, it's gross. And if you go in there and actually listen to them today, it's even worse. It's even worse. And at the very end, there's going to be a PSA on this Discord chat server from my friend Raggedy. It's her clip from TikTok, and I'm going to put it at the end so you guys can understand why it's important not to join that Discord server. And she explains it way better than I ever could. So let me shut my pie hole. Let's get into this video.
Anywhere. I like I said, I honestly wasn't. I honestly wasn't even planning on, you know, being this my third day. Right. This is just
Right.
happened. This maybe for good reasons. But I agree with you and everything that you're saying, and it's just there's a lot that happens that I can't say. There are things that I say that are true. People don't believe it. There are.
Well, Lisa, there's a reason why people don't believe you. You have been on social media for over 4 years. You started on Facebook, moved to Instagram after you got banned off Facebook, and then you went to Instagram, got booted off Instagram, then went to TikTok, and now you're over in Discord. You are making the world tour of social media, and all you're doing is scamming people. People know your lies by now, and that's why nobody believes anything that you say. Like, it's nobody else's fault but your own. The problem is, there's still some people who actually believe everything she says, and that's not helping Lisa at all. Lisa needs honesty. Lisa needs truth. Lisa doesn't need you to kiss her ass and tell her how wonderful she sounds and how healthy she sounds, because Lisa is not sober. Lisa's not sober at all. And the more you tell her how wonderful she sounds and how good she looks and all this stuff as she's lying and saying she's sober, it's not helping her.
Absolutely right, and I know that myself. I do. I know. I've seen it. I've lived it. I know. There's a
So,
mental health crisis in all of America that needs
sure.
dealt with somehow. And I'm not sure even the beginning, and I don't even want to start talking about it, but it definitely is a mental health epidemic going on, I think, in all of America.
Well, the first thing somebody will tell you, I remember somebody telling me, "Hey, Ellie, handle anything."
Lisa, we're aware that there's a mental health epidemic going on in America. However, your issue right now is sobriety. You're not sober. You're not trying. You're on a Discord server talking out your butt, trying to make people think you're doing better. But you guys are making a lot of money off of this. Like, I don't think these people realize that you're not going to sit in a Discord live for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours and get nothing in return. And they don't realize that. There's 3,000 members, 3,000 plus members in that server. And the more people they have and the more people that join the lives, the more money these two make. And we all know where that money goes.
Okay, y'all, just real quick, I just want everyone to know before we keep going, I mean, you could take this as an intervention, but it's honestly really meant for you guys to be able to ask Lisa a question. Um, if we can kind of keep it with like one question that you have for her that you've always wanted to ask her, or just maybe even a minute of just like you wanting to vent to her instead
Yeah,
of
breathe
just
in.
rambling on, that would be amazing. I'm not
Yeah,
trying to be rude, I'm just trying to like be honest, you know. We don't
yeah.
have time for everyone to like sit here and talk for
Like,
5 minutes,
yeah,
you
tell
know.
them.
Kim claiming she's being honest is it's a joke, an absolute joke. Yes, we all know Kim. It's less than 2 minutes for anybody who comes up wanting to tell the truth to Lisa. And then it's up to 10 minutes for anybody who wants to kiss Lisa in your ass and just feed you a bunch of stuff that, well, you guys want to hear. That's how it's worked. That's how it's been working since day one. I'm not joking. Anybody that goes up there that wants to be fully honest or is angry because they got scammed by these two, they get less than a minute and booted. If you go up there kissing her butt, you can get up to 10 minutes in that box. That's all it is. There Please don't join this Discord server. They are getting your personal information this way.
Life story, unfortunately. I wish we did.
Not that we don't want to listen to it. We do, you know,
No,
but
that's what I'm saying. I wish that we did. I like hearing people's individual stories and how they got clean and things. And we definitely can do something like that. You know,
yeah,
set up
we can make that event one time, but it's today is just question. So if you have a question,
or
Yeah, they just kept going on with letting people come up there and trauma dump. It was crazy. Like I said, if you didn't have like anything to say as far as kissing either one of their butts, they didn't want you up there. And I hope people understand that when you were up there telling them your stories, which deserve the attention, and are heartbreaking, they weren't listening to anything you were saying. At that point, they disengaged and texted and did whatever the hell they were going to do. Um, but it wasn't listening to you. So you basically poured your heart out to these two when they weren't even listening or caring.
um, I'm just gonna pick the next person because I know they've been waiting here for a while, and it's been Meow.
well, I know
So
Joey's usually busy, so why don't you just let him rock real quick and then so he can roll out? What do you think?
okay, Joey, then Meow.
Hey, yeah, I actually am busy. Thank you. Look,
I like you, Joey. I like you. We're becoming friends, but sorry, go ahead.
I don't have a story for you. I'm kind of disappointed. Last night you said you were going to go. I'm not going to ask you why. I already know why. But you know,
You
you
talked
got
to
to get.
Tech?
No, I didn't talk to Tech. I just know why. It's not hard to figure out, and it's cool. Whatever, you know, you don't owe me shit. But I hope you get that help soon. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
So at this point, yes, Tech was supposed to pick her up in the morning and take her to rehab, but Lisa dropped the ball and she tried to blame it all on Tech. Then Tech does come up and she speaks.
If you really spoke to your son, you really got that picture from Abby and all those things, then you see that you need it because you're headed in a dark place. But I'll let y'all go. I gotta go vote. Fuck you, Kim. You're trash.
Oh,
Oh, and that's what Kim was trying to avoid through this whole thing, was people coming up and, well, stating the obvious.
guys,
Okay, Meow, your turn.
can we please not do that though? I do like Joey. You know, he's been up here a couple times talking, but please don't. That's not necessary. Okay, that's all. That's not going to help anything. Please, okay.
Why? Nobody's allowed to get up there and tell the truth? Is this only supposed to be about you? Because Kim has made sure that it's mainly about her. She has taken over the whole thing. She runs snark pages on you in Reddit and on Discord, and you just don't seem to care that she's not really a friend. She's never been a friend, Lisa. She is transactional. Friends are not transactional.
Okay. Um, but go ahead, Meow. I'm sorry.
Okay, my thing, I'm glad earlier that you said to not sit here and like say that we're proud of you, because respectfully, I'm not proud of you until you're gone for months at a time and then I know you did something, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Respect.
Um
Yep.
respectfully, because let's be honest, nothing's happened. So saying proud is kind of crazy, but whatever.
Right.
My thing is yesterday we had a powwow and we said how much you and Kim are friends. And I love that for you because you need a friend. You've always needed a friend, right?
Yes.
But tell me how your BFF and Kim, I'm not trying to be rude either, but your friend runs a Discord about you, literally making fun of you. Every sticker in here makes fun of you. And as far as I know, runs a Reddit where they literally garbage on you all day long. Because
What is
I don't have friends, but I know for a fact my friends wouldn't be running a Discord about me.
what is a sticker, and what do you mean making fun of me? I don't know what you're
Lisa,
referring.
you know everyone in this mug right here makes fun of you. You know, you might
Yes,
have maybe 5 people in here that love and appreciate you. Everyone else freaking craps on you all day.
I know that the Discord is a hate thing, and I know that the Reddit's a hate thing. Yes,
But your
absolutely.
best friend runs it. Like, doesn't that hurt you kind of inside, knowing that your best friend runs a Discord that just craps on you all day? Because it would hurt my feelings. It hurts my feelings for you. Because
Yeah.
Lisa, I think that you, and I'm not
Yeah.
trying to coddle you because I'm not one of them, but when you talk normal, like I could be your friend,
Thank
but
you.
I don't understand how you have friends that literally garbage on you.
Well, I think in here, from what I've seen, there's a thread that they make fun of her in here too, right? Or,
But
am I?
even that, I don't think that's normal. Like you
No,
both need massive help in numerous ways,
yeah. I mean,
respectfully.
and to answer your question about does it hurt my feelings? Right now, no. May it in the future. It makes her happy. So as much as she's helped me and done for me and supported me, I feel like if this makes her happy, you know what I mean?
No, none of us know what you mean because I don't care if they're an internet friend or a real life friend or a real life friend that you met on the internet. They should never start hate pages about you and go along with it and you be okay with that. No, it's not okay. It's never okay. I'm going to use Villain as an example. I'm good friends with Villain on the app and off the app. If she ever made a hate page or a snark page about me, I would feel horrible. Like friends don't do that. I would wonder, okay, so what do you do? Like, why would you do that? If there was a problem between us, I thought we had a mutual understanding that we would come to each other before or at all not making it public. But that's what real friends do. Okay? Take Itty, for example. Okay? Because she got upset because had Villain out her on saying that she hoped that Lisa would OD. She turned around and doxed my phone number, told everything that I ever said in confidence to her, and then made a hate page about me. That was never a friend. And she did that after the fact. I had already started pulling away from her 3 months prior. This was after the fact. You and Kim are not at that fact yet. You guys are still in a transactional relationship because you guys have never had a real friendship. Friendships don't start out because of money. Friendships start out because you have stuff in common and you click. You get along well. They don't start transactional, which is where you and Kim started. So no, it has never been a friendship. It is never okay for someone who calls themselves your friend to make hate and snark pages about you to where she actually joins in on making fun of you. I don't care what you have done. You are still a human fucking being. And no, you don't deserve that from somebody who claims to be a friend. Lisa, one thing you need to learn when you do finally decide to get sober is definitions. Like, what is a friendship? And you will see that all these people on TikTok and in Discord have never been your friend. None of them are your real friends.
It makes her happy
Do you not
to
understand how much hate I get as well?
but
I
you do this to yourself. You
Okay,
guys
but I'm
realize
okay with that.
this is
I,
your
I like
thing.
the Discord.
yeah,
So
It
you
doesn't
like to
just
get
tear
crapped on.
Lisa
That's
up,
on
they
you. I
tear
don't
me
feel
up
sorry for you
too.
if you like to get made fun of.
I don't care about getting made fun of. I don't care about people's opinions about
Obviously
me.
you
It
do
doesn't
because you
fucking
get
bother
pissed
me.
off, right?
No, it
You
doesn't, because I don't even
I-
respond to half the shit anyone says.
when every time
But
someone's
there
out,
Kim, now you know everything you just said was untrue. You do care what people think about you. You do comment on nasty remarks that people leave for you in Discord. So I don't know why you're trying to pretend like you have thick skin and you really don't care what people think about you, because it's a bold-faced lie. You do care. That's why you make hate pages about other people and hate threads on other people who have stated the facts about you and you didn't like it. You see? You wouldn't even start a hate page or a hate thread on somebody unless you cared. And you care. You really truly do. And your actions speak volumes on that.
allowed
hear
to talk shit
Lisa's
about
tone
me, I don't
and
let
you
them
sit
just
there and
talk
spit
shit
out the
about
mouth.
Lisa. I let them talk shit about me too.
You literally are more pissed off.
That's untrue as well. She does not let people sit there and say anything bad about her. She will actually boot you from the Discord server or boot you from Lisa's own TikTok live stream if you say anything against Kim. So for her to say that she lets people do it is a bull-faced lie. It pisses her off. I don't care how many times she tries to say that it doesn't upset her. It absolutely 100% does. And let's face it, Kim, you did this to yourself. You put yourself in this situation to where people can talk shit about you. It's all because of who you are and your behavior.
Off than Lisa does. They sit here and make fun of Lisa,
I'm
and you're
blunt.
over
I
there
don't get
getting pissed
pissed
off.
off. You're saying it's all about Lisa in this Discord, and it's not. I get torn up every fucking day.
She is right. It's not only about Lisa in her Lisa Discord. She does get torn up on a daily basis, and it bothers her. That's why she made threads on all of us. Myself, Villain, Eddie, Jennifer, Nicole, Victoria. Everybody has a thread. Everybody. Because it bothers her. She cannot stand that people like Villain and myself are putting out facts about her. Or that we just flat out say, we don't like you. She hates that. She wants to be liked. She wants to be adored. That's Kim in a nutshell. And when she's not getting that, you're gone.
You do, but you want
That's
it.
Okay,
because
I
you're an
do exactly. You just
attention-seeking
admitted I
whore.
do. It's not just about Lisa.
No, the next one we do, we're gonna name it, you know, Lisa and Kim questions, because they usually will ask a question to you also. Okay. But yeah, they talk about her too on the Reddit and the Discord. Anytime I pop in here, that is what I also see. So it isn't just me. And a lot of the stuff I deserve. Some of it, no. A lot of it is fair.
Now, see, this is where I have to disagree with you now, Lisa, because you deserve everything everybody says other than people telling you to go OD. You don't deserve that. But as far as the angry remarks and people stating the facts about you, you absolutely deserve that.
And like I said, I can laugh at myself, believe it or not. I can see a video, and if it's funny, I laugh. Also, so I don't know how to explain it.
And I feel like our friendship makes it even stronger on the fact that we can even get through these cunts and their bullshit. Literally, like the fucking shit they put us through and the conspiracies they make all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you think that it doesn't bother me that they tear me up every single fucking day in the Discord? I just don't acknowledge it. I don't
Okay, so she first calls everybody a see you next Tuesday. Okay. But then she admits that the things people say about her bothers her. But just a minute ago, Kim said that nothing anybody says bothers her. So which one is it, Kim? It's funny how when you're talking a bunch of bullshit, sometimes the truth can come out without you realizing it, which is what just happened here. If you don't want people to dislike you and you don't want people to throw it back in your face, the vile and disgusting behavior you have been showing for months now, then why don't you just do better with yourself? Do better. Get clean. Because I know you're not clean.
Respond to it.
Yeah, it would bother anybody, no matter how tough they are, because people are human, right? And that's why I'm not in the Discord constantly or over on the Reddit, because you can't mentally read that stuff all day, every day, and it not fuck with you as much as you would like it not to. Okay.
But yet you say it's okay for your quote unquote best friend to make it available for people to talk crap about you, Lisa. She has given people full platforms to completely ream your ass, and you still call her a best friend? Like, makes no sense at all. And you say you do it because it makes her happy? No friend should be happy over horrible things being said about you. That's not a friend.
So, Kim, is Tech in here asking to come up, or do you see her? I don't remember where I found the people
Yeah,
at.
I just accepted her up.
Okay, thank you.
Can I go ahead?
What's funny is it literally kills Kim to have Tech up there talking. It kills her. She cannot stand Tech because Tech is sincerely trying to help Lisa, where Kim is sincerely trying to help herself by using Lisa.
We all know, I think you can't, but you're going to get to
Yeah, I
that
can.
point where you're going to convince yourself that you can, right? So what is going on? Because we're all just waiting. I know some of us are in here just to hate, but those that are trying to support you are just wondering what is going on. You know, I've been in your shoes. If you wanted to go, you'd go, and so what is going on? Because we're all just waiting. I know some of us are in here just to hate, but those that are trying to support you are just wondering what is going on. You know, I, I've been in your shoes. If you wanted to go, you'd go, and that's the way I feel about it. So I don't mean to interrupt. If you could just tell us where you're at, what are we waiting on now?
I am waiting for the same. Nothing has changed since yesterday. I am still just waiting for the nurse or nurses, I don't know, to approve that when I get there, they have all the paperwork to give me my methadone every day. And then I don't know exactly who from the administration or whoever handles it books the Greyhound and gives me the details, and then
So this was like 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3. She wasn't planning on going to rehab then. As of today, she was supposed to go to rehab. Guess where she was? On TikTok begging for money this morning. Just stop asking. Stop asking. You'll know that she went when she has completely 100% disappeared from the internet. And as long as her sisters don't do an update saying that something bad happened to her, that's how you'll know she went. But she's not going to go just because she's telling you she's going. She's going to, when she goes, it's going to be just her going. Nobody's going to be notified, at least not in a Discord live.
I will go. That's what all I'm waiting on.
Did they give you any time frame of how long that will take?
There's a bed available tomorrow. There's a
When-
bed available tomorrow. So I don't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
You're fine.
You know the address from the place up in Pittsburgh that you can walk in the doors 24/7. You've been given that address, correct? You know where that facility is, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's 24/7. That's a safe haven. That's not And that's for like, I'm ready to go right now, but there's not a bed available. They'll keep you safe until the bed's available. There is a bed available tomorrow, for
Yeah.
you to have methadone. Okay. Or there's a bed available Wednesday the 6th at the same facility, but a sister's facility if you chose to do detox.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what you're saying that you're waiting for something. We could actually get off this call, or I could get on this other phone that's sitting right here and we could do the intake. But I don't want people knowing the name of the facility because I don't want people be calling this fucking facility.
Right. Yeah, there's beds available at Bowling Green. There's been beds available.
It's 4
I
hours away. You don't
I
need a
just
bus. You don't need a bus. They don't have transportation. I just got off the phone with them. Now, Cynthia had a shitload of shit for you. Where's all them numbers at? And no, I did not go to Pittsburgh this morning, by the way. But where's all that stuff at? Thrown away, or you was too into the addiction, too into your high to even hear her and anything
I
that
had
she.
it. No, I had it in my notes in my other phone that got taken. So I had
Okay,
it up until 2 weeks ago.
So yeah, that seems to be another phone that was taken. She has a lot of phones that are taken quite often. Did another dealer take it because you owed them money? My goodness. Why do you leave notes in your phone? Since you have a habit of having your phone taken, start writing shit down. Okay? I actually believe what Tech said. She was too much into her high to care and didn't jot down a single thing. We also heard Tech that, or Lisa, when she said Bowling Green has, and this is Bowling Green, a rehab, not the city in Kentucky. They've had a bed ready. Lisa said it herself that they've had beds. She chooses not to go, but yet she'll use the excuse of there's no beds available. She's used the excuse I'm on the MAP program, I'm on methadone, and these places won't take me if I'm on it, which is bullshit because we found so many rehabs that will. My rehab that I had offered her, that bed's done. It's gone. Um, until another bed opens up, that one's not available. But she knows she can reach out to Tech. She knows she can reach out to Villain. She knows she can reach out to several people who can help her. And there are several rehabs that she can go to on the MAP program. So there's no excuse, zero excuse. She also has transportation to get there. So again, no excuse for her not going other than she doesn't want to go.
Okay.
To be fair,
So, Lisa, if you say you're ready to go, why can't we all get off this call? You call Tech and you go, right? Because we're here and you can go right now.
Yeah, tomorrow, bed's available tomorrow. All she got to
Right.
do is call and do her intake and get there. If 4 hours, your sister will take you. I'll take you. You don't need a
I'll take
Greyhound.
you.
You don't need a Greyhound. You don't.
okay, even
You
if
got to
I
call
wipe.
and do, you got to call and do the intake. And no, I'm not trying to make this about me.
No, I already did the intake with them. Like I said, I just need their nurse to approve that. That is it. That's all I need. And say you're good. When you get here, we will give you your methadone.
Yeah, I don't know who you talk to because yeah, I don't. Then you should call back.
Oh yeah, I already just told my mom that if they didn't, I gave them a little bit of a break yesterday because it was Halloween. All I did was call with my RSS just to make sure that they did get the fax because apparently it was faxed 2 or 3 other times that they did not receive it. So they did receive it, but I called with her just in case they didn't because I'm standing here. We're gonna do this again, or we're gonna email, or we're gonna do fucking something here, right? Um, but that's what they said. They said, one of our nurses will look over it and, approve it. And then somebody will call with your transportation details. So if they don't call me by,
I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS right now because there is no transportation details.
I agree with Tech. I'm calling bullshit on it. I don't think she called and talked to anybody. Um, Lisa knows that she doesn't need to wait for transportation. She knows that there are several people willing to give her a ride straight to rehab. Tech is one of those. Her sisters are another one. There's several people that will drive her and drop her off. So for her to use this lame ass excuse saying they're waiting on paperwork to be approved and this, and then they'll give me my transportation details. If they don't offer transportation, how are they going to give you transportation details? you already have a ride anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue. It's just more bullshit she's throwing out her ass, and she's blowing crack smoke right up Tech's ass.
There is no transportation to that facility that allows you methadone. They can set you, set you up with maybe a bus or something, but there is
Yeah,
no
they have to book
transportation.
a Greyhound.
You can get there
That's what I mean. And then they'll have to tell me like what day, what time, whatever.
tomorrow. Call
And
intake.
even if Jessie will take me, that's fine. If I talk to her, if I call her and she says, yeah, I'll take you. As soon as the nurse calls and says that, I'll say, yo, I can get a ride though. So, you know what I mean?
Well, transportation, if you can get there yourself, they say transportation is great. What I'm saying is there's a bed available tomorrow for you with the methadone. You need to hang up and you need to call them. And Kim, you said that this Discord isn't about Lisa. It's all about Lisa and a bunch of other people. I don't see you. I don't see any tag for you. Is there a
Then you're
Kim?
blind as fuck. Go
Okay.
back
Well,
through the
it's
threads
about
and
a
you'll
whole
see
bunch
me
of
on here.
people
It's
over here.
been 2 minutes
Okay?
now, Tech.
And she promotes.
Next.
What did I tell you? Now, Kim really hates Tech because, like I said, Tech's intentions are good, Kim's are not. She cannot stand anybody trying to help Lisa because if Lisa's gone, Kim's not going to make as much money as she makes by using Lisa.
Can I just finish since she
Yeah,
interrupted me a
go
little
ahead.
bit? Yeah. And I know, Kim, you said you didn't want to take questions. I just, if you don't want to answer, I completely understand. I just wonder what's your next step when Lisa goes? I mean, do you have plans? I only know what I read, and I don't know if half of that's true, but do you have plans to seek treatment? And my last question to you, Kim, is I know you rely on your boyfriend a lot. What does he think of this whole situation? And that's just me being curious. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I completely understand, but I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, this is questions for Lisa today. I'm not really responding, but thank you for asking.
Oh, of course not. Anybody who has been in the Discord lives and has been watching them, how many times has Kim taken a question and actually answered it honestly? I'm willing to bet 0, but hey, anybody who's been paying attention and actively in there watching, which I don't know why you would, but if you were, how many times has she taken a question and answered honestly?
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. She doesn't, you know, want to answer questions today.
Why are you always apologizing for Kim, Lisa? Kim is a grown ass woman that can answer for herself. They do this to each other. If somebody asks Lisa a question that Kim doesn't want her to answer because it will somehow incriminate her, Kim will tell her, you don't have to answer that. Like, flat out. Kim is more in control of Lisa than Lisa is in control of Kim, but they're both controlling each other at this point just so they can make money off of Discord.
But yeah, thank you. And thank you for coming up and your input. Who was next? Didn't I already talk to Mad Honey or no? Am I
Can I go
thinking?
next?
Yes.
Okay. My question's actually for Kim, and I don't want to get emotional because I know you were getting a lot of hate yesterday, but how much do you make an hour for being a secretary? And also, do you get PTO? And also, did you get time and a half yesterday? I just need to know. Because it sounds like you're really employed here by Lisa doing all of her.
I'm not sure who did that, who went up there and did that, but thank you. Because those are questions that are real questions that we'll never get an answer to, ever. But it was awesome, and it just shows how much Kim does not want any questions towards her. She doesn't want to answer anything. She thinks, I mean, it's kind of a good thing. She is dumb as shit, though, because how many times has she answered at least something or flexed something that actually incriminates her? And trust me, the proper authorities are grateful that you put out those recorded phone calls and that you guys keep doing these lives on Discord, because it's exactly what you're doing. You're incriminating each other. And it's going to go great for you in court. Well, not for you, for the prosecution, of course, but not for you. And if they still think that there's no investigation on them, then they're both delusional as fuck, because there is investigations, and these investigations take time. They have to build the case, and that is what's happening.
I thought you didn't know how to kick people.
Well, I just figured it out.
Okay. So basically you guys know the way that you came up, or like where your position was when you came up. I know Captain Shady's been waiting a while, just because I noticed his PayPal picture. So if you want to go, you can go.
Okay, I just had a big question, and I know everybody wants me to ask this. So, why aren't you guys just being honest and telling us that you're just not going to go to rehab? Because obviously you guys make way too much money to want to go to fucking rehab. Believe me, we know you make a lot of money off this app.
No, since my
Off
maid.
of Discord?
You make a lot of money off TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah, they're making quite a lot of money on Discord as well.
okay, because you said this app. I just want to make sure we were
Yeah, I keep
clear on that. Not Discord. Okay.
It's a habit because I like to yell at people on TikTok. I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, was that true? Yes. Since my Loving Life XO has got banned, no, it hasn't been. It's not worth it at all.
And I also add in that I haven't been letting her use my payment app, so she's been having a little bit of a hard time receiving money.
Yeah, during this time, it had only been a couple days since Kim had stopped letting Lisa use her money apps. So, I mean, congratulations. You didn't let Lisa use your money apps for a couple of days. Do you want a fucking cookie or a trophy or something? I mean, you're still helping her scam people so that the both of you can continue getting high.
I also just want. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. But
Sorry.
well, thank you guys for answering that one. But it would be really awesome if you guys were just truthful about what you guys, were doing.
No,
Lady, I know what you're saying, but you can say that until the cows come home and pigs grow wings and fly. It's not going to happen.
yeah, no, I know, and I'm trying to be, and I understand why people don't believe it or buy it, and are waiting for something. All I can do is just, prove it with my actions. You know what I mean? That's honestly, ma'am, all I can do. But I understand.
You're right, Lisa. At this point, all you can do is prove it by your actions, because your words are lies. But your actions are also showing us exactly what we have been saying all this time. It has been almost 3 weeks since these lives came out, and you're still not in rehab.
Why everybody's thinking what they're thinking and not believing me. I do.
Well, I could only sit back and watch what happens, but thanks for having me up.
No worries. Thank you for coming up and being respectful. Man. Who I didn't see at all the order in which I saw Hell of a Life first come up. I do remember seeing her pop up, and then the rest I did not get to catch who was. So I'm trying to do it in order of who was waiting, because that's fair. I probably don't know. Am planning on going, and they specialize in this, taking people off the methadone in 30 days, right? So that is absolutely a thing that I'm going to do. My dad would be so proud of me if I could do that and get off of it.
Yeah.
So proud.
feel like every time you've even thought about going to rehab, and this is just my opinion, I'm not stating this as fact, but it feels like to me, you talk with Kim and then you change your mind, you back out and you don't go. I don't know if it's she
No.
wants to be the one to help you and not anybody.
First of all, Lisa, you're not doing this to make your dad proud or your kids proud. You're doing this for yourself. Well, if you were doing it. This is for you. This is about you. Going to rehab is about getting your life back and about learning how to sustain a life within sobriety so that you can then make people that you love proud of you. Going to rehab, making that first step, getting clean, all of that, that's not for anybody but you. And the lady talking is absolutely 100% correct. Kim is a huge reason why Lisa has not gone to rehab yet. Kim doesn't want to lose Lisa. Lisa's her money ticket, her money train. Without Lisa, Kim doesn't make much money at all, if any. She found an opportunity with Lisa to make money. This the only reason why Victoria reached out. All these people who have reached out to Lisa and pretended to be her friend or pretended to care only reached out because they saw an opportunity for monetary gain. And that's the only reason. This is why Victoria hates Kim so much. She's so damn jealous of Kim because Lisa chose to keep Kim around and Kim's been able to make a buttload of money off of her. That's what Victoria wanted. Victoria wanted to make that buttload of money, but Lisa didn't want her around. Can't say I blame Lisa, but she chose Kim over Victoria.
Else, I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion, but
Yeah. No. Honestly, like I said, I honestly have never had any intention ever of going. Like, truly, I've wanted to. I've planned it. I've, deep down wanted to. I felt kind of forced to because of my children. You know what I mean?
No, you can't want to or plan to if you have no intentions to. I'm sorry, Lisa. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you want to, then you will plan it. If you have intentions, you will want it and plan it. But the fact that you have never intended to go and you just admitted that means you never planned on it or wanted it. The only reason you told anybody you were going to rehab these last 4 or 5 times was because you realized you could make money off of saying you were going to go. And that's the only reason why you've used that excuse. I'm going to rehab, but I need this, and that to go. And people would send you money. You picked up on it. You knew you couldn't use it as often as you would love to, but it still, when you used it, you got money.
But I never really had a plan to. You know what I mean? Like I do now, where I'm actually like, yeah, y'all,
well, how
like,
are we supposed to know that now you're actually planning to when we've heard this? I mean, you got to be honest, Lisa. We've heard this many times.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. You don't, and I don't expect a lot of people to even believe it. And like I said, all I can do is
Well, prove
go
us wrong.
and
Take
keep not
Tech
asking.
up on it. Take
Yeah.
Tech up on the bed she's got. Go
Mhm.
tomorrow and go. Prove everybody wrong.
Well, that's
That's the
all.
only way you're gonna do.
Yeah, and not ask for money in the meantime, or
Yeah. Well,
that's
I
all
mean,
I can
Kim
do
may be giving you money. I don't know, but
to prove it.
And here we are, November 18th, and she still hasn't gone.
I asked the question
Oh,
and then
this is
somebody else
why.
started
Go ahead.
talking. I asked the question and somebody else started talking. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, and then one more thing. I keep seeing a video. This person keeps putting up saying that her elderly mother, her whole bank account got wiped out, and I just wondered about that.
Are we talking about the woman that bought my page, or is this somebody else that's making up
This is
shit?
I don't know. They said it's an elderly woman, and
No, that whole thing was bogus. This person was willingly giving Lisa a bunch of money and then I guess didn't want to be shamed for it. So basically made up this whole thing that she was an elderly person who had cancer. She even pretended to be her own husband and text Lisa back. No, none of that was real. It was all faked, which is not surprising, and a lot of this is done. Absolutely. Like the whole Kim Hart thing, where the whole story from Itty came out, where Lisa and Kim wiped out this woman's bank account of up to $4,000, and come to find out that's not what happened. Kim Hart was willingly just giving Lisa all this money, but Itty decided to push this woman into this narrative and even file a police report and a protection order against Lisa when it was all lies. Kim and Lisa did not hack this woman's PayPal and wipe out this woman's bank account. But that was the narrative that Itty pushed. And she even pushed this woman, Kim Hart, to file a police report and a protection order lying on it. And I hope something is done about that, because not only can Kim Hart get in trouble for lying on a police report and a protection order, but guess who else can? Itty. Oh, and guess who else was part of that whole pushing and conversation? Victoria. That was during this whole time when this Kim Hart was saying that she was being threatened and blackmailed, and then Victoria came out on a live stream and said, I'm so pissed off. I was being used by Lisa to blackmail and threaten a friend. That was Victoria blackmailing and threatening Kim Hart. And behind the scenes, Itty was pushing this narrative with Kim Hart, and Victoria was involved. It's just funny how Victoria and Itty seem to be involved in a lot of illegal activity, along with Kim and Lisa.
That her bank account got wiped out and you guys did it.
I mean, people can believe what they want. Honestly, no, I've never wiped anybody's bank account. I wouldn't even know how to begin to do something like that. I don't know if it's the one lady. Can Kim? Do you know if she's talking about what's her name or?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because people make up stories all the time. So I'm not really sure if she's, if she's not asking me about that one person. I don't even want to bring that up, but
There's
I
like
don't know.
one person we can't talk about and say names because of the protective order.
No,
But
I wasn't.
no, I'm just saying in general. But other than that, no, I don't know about any other old women or their bank accounts. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's what
Okay, I just wondered about that.
Yeah,
Lisa, I hope you go get the help that you need, and you do it sooner than later.
yes, ma'am. I agree with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Crazy B.
I go?
Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Hi. I just have a couple of questions. Are you ready to go to treatment?
Yes. Yes, I believe
Okay.
I am.
You know you can make one phone call and you can go. You know that. You can make one phone call to one person and everything's took care of, right?
Who would that be?
You know who I'm talking about.
Tech?
Yes.
Okay.
You know there's a bed waiting for you. Everything's already been waiting for you for a long time. Why don't you reach out and grab it? It's at your fingertips. It's right at your fingertips. And all this can be turned all the way around. Just reach out and grab it. Kim. Kim.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know, do you have one or two arms or whatever it is?
I have both my arms.
Okay, oh my God, it's so annoying. What does it fucking matter to any of you if Kim has one or two arms? And I'm not sticking up for Kim at all. We all know how I feel about her. But why does it matter? Does it make her any less of a a piece of shit if she has one arm than two arms? Does it make her more of a piece of shit if she has two arms? Like, I don't understand what this obsession, infatuation is with whether or not Kim has one or two arms. She has two arms, okay? Her left arm is inoperable. She cannot use it. And I can say that I know for a fact why she can't use it, but I've been asked not to say why, and I'm going to respect her family and not say why. But I can say it has nothing to do with drug use. Okay? Get off the whole, does she have one or two arms? That's not what the concern should be. The concern should be that both of these two individuals need rehab because one's a heroin addict, the other one's a crack addict, and they're scamming you people for your money so they can feed their addiction. But yes, let's just worry about who has how many limbs and organs and whatever else over that. Jesus, people.
Okay, people's been lying on it too.
Yeah.
It's been made up from
But
the jump.
Oh no, people are lying over whether or not Kim has one or two arms. Yet these two lie to your face every fucking day. Okay? Again, like I said, the important thing here is not whether or not Kim has all of her limbs or not. The important thing is that she needs rehab and Lisa needs rehab, and both of them are scamming you people for money for drugs.
go ahead and go instead of doing all this dumb shit.
I'm trying, like I said, as soon as the nurse approves it, I'm
But
out.
there, all you got to do is call one person, and it's like that. You're gone. You're in rehab. And Kim, you need to step back and get out of her way.
Absolutely, Kim needs to back the fuck off and let Lisa decide whether or not she's going to go. Do I think Lisa wants to go? No. But if Lisa decided to go, do I think Kim is going to stand in her way? Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, I do.
Instead of blowing smoke up everybody's ass and y'all doing this dumb shit, you
Yeah,
know it.
it's always Lisa, right? Blowing the smoke.
Yes, who else is it? Who all? Okay.
Lisa, come on. Now, you know that is true. It is you. You are the one that's constantly lying to everybody. So, yeah, you're right. It is you.
Who did this to you
What
then?
is him being in your way and making it so that you can't go to rehab or making it so that you don't want
Kim,
to go?
shut the fuck up, Kim. She wasn't even
It's
talking to you.
no,
She
I'm
was
not
talking to
talking to you,
Lisa.
Kim.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not
Thank you,
standing in
State
Y'all
Goat.
shut the fuck up and let Lisa talk.
Anybody else want to tell me to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. You are constantly trying to answer for Lisa instead of letting Lisa answer for herself. She is a grown-ass woman. She doesn't always act like it. Actually, she doesn't act like it. But she's still a grown-ass 39-year-old woman. Why do you have to answer for Lisa? Let her answer.
I
Shut
want to
up,
talk to Lisa,
Kim.
please.
Who?
I'm
Kim,
not telling you to shut up,
Oh.
Kim. I'm sick and tired of hearing people blame
What?
you.
I mean, you've already been up here for like 2
I
minutes
agree.
or so, so
Oh, wah, fucking wah on this lady. I'm so tired of them blaming you. Because she's part of the problem, dumbass.
hurry up and wrap it up.
Me?
Yeah, you've been talking for like the last minute and a half. Like, there's other people
They've
that
been up here for 15.
Okay, well, you told everybody they have 2 minutes, so she's been talking for a minute and a half. She still has half a minute left. I don't know if you know how to count, Kim, but that's how it works. Half a minute is 30 seconds less than 2 minutes. But you keep interrupting this lady, and you won't let her finish. So if you keep interrupting, then the times you are interrupting halts her time.
Minutes and 20 minutes and stuff. I was trying to talk to Lisa.
I know, but I'm just saying that you can only have so much time each. We have a lot of people that are waiting.
Stop it.
The thing is, I'm not on the street, so I don't technically feel like I need a safe haven until a bed opens.
You
That's
do
where
need a
people.
safe haven. You need something. The streets is not what you need.
Okay, so this safe haven that Tech was talking about that she could go to when she's ready to go into rehab, basically they keep you in an environment where you can't quite go out and get high and come back. It's a safe haven to keep you where you need to be. That way they don't have to hunt you down or try and find you when it's time to leave for rehab. So let's say Lisa had a bed tomorrow. She went to the safe haven. They're going to make sure she gets to the rehab the next day. But Lisa doesn't like that because then she can't come and go and get on TikTok or Discord and make money so she can go get high. They're not going to allow that to happen. They're not going to force her to stay. They're not going to stop her from leaving, but they're not going to let her just come and go, come and go, come and go. The point is, it's not because it's just for homeless people, which is what Lisa is trying to say it is. It's not. It's for anybody that is really wanting to go, but doesn't want to like screw it up right before leaving.
And not by a psychiatrist.
My best friend, who's no longer with us anymore, didn't make it out of her struggle, had the same situation as yours.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have to go in every single day because her Klonopins were prescribed by a PCP.
Déjame que te muestre lo fácil que
And
es
my
transformar.
other question for you is,
Believe it or not.
I'm sorry.
I said people can believe it or don't. That
Oh,
is.
I know. I'm just going by what I saw from my best friend.
No, I know. And honestly, if I'd have been at probably any other clinic, they would have given them to me because honestly, I thought it was wrong because I was completely legal. You know what I mean? I'm prescribed both of these medications, but
Okay.
that
It's
it
a
was
lethal combination. It's lethal.
Okay, can I speak, please? Thank you, Kim.
So it is a lethal combination. There's a reason why when you're in the MAP program or say pain management and you are prescribed opioids like methadone, oxycodone, oxycontin, stuff like that. Your pain management or your MAP program, they're going to be the ones to usually prescribe all of your medications, especially when it comes to opioids and benzos. At least they should. Um, Without proper care, coordination, and professional supervision, taking these two medications together has dire risk. Benzos, such as Klonopin, increase the risk of overdose on opioids like methadone. More than 30% of overdoses that involve opioids also involve benzos. However, we can take precautions toward reducing this risk and ensuring the well-being of patients with opioid use disorder and anxiety. Lisa, just because your Klonopin prescription was legal does not mean you can abuse them. When you abuse them, that's where the problem lies. People take Klonopin and have been on Klonopins every day for like years and years and years, but they take it as prescribed. You do not. You eat yours within 2 to 3 days' time. That's not taking it the correct way. That's where you are risking your overdose. That's when it becomes scary.
My other question is longer than 6 months. When Jace was with you, and I hate to bring up him, it's not really what I want to do. Is you were getting money for him, and we're still begging for money online. And we all know you weren't paying your electric, you weren't paying your rent. So if you weren't on drugs, where was that money going?
When he was with me and I was getting his survivors.
Yeah.
Well, I paid my dad to take me to the clinic. I think I've explained.
Yeah, but that's a couple of $10-15. You know what I mean? Like, where's
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Actually, when I'd get my check, I'd give him $300, and that was for the whole month.
Okay, for the whole month.
Yeah, I would give him that. And then what else did I do with it? Just honestly, silly shit. I mean, I was paying the electric for a while, but I would do I would like get Jace's games. He would every time I got his check, he would order 2 or 3 games on his Oculus, right? They're $30 a piece plus tax, sometimes 50, right?
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, he would. I don't know, but I just know even not buying drugs a week later, I would be broke. I don't
I mean, you
exactly.
say that you were paying your electric, but your bill
Yeah.
was over almost $3,000 when it got disconnected. That's a lot of months of not paying it.
Well, yeah, I've had the same account since probably my first apartment with Big Cole, and every time they would like just keep hacking on the old bill, right, from place to place, because I'd be on cap, right? So they would take that old money and just follow. That whole 3,000 wasn't just from Rhine Street.
Okay. But Lisa, and I get that. It probably was getting tacked on. You'd pay so much and then they'd tack on the new amount and then you'd pay so, but the whole time you were at Ryan Street, you weren't paying your electric, you weren't paying your rent. That's why it was so high. You also, yes, your son was getting the survival benefits. I get that. He was getting $1,000 a month. But for you to say that you weren't in addiction even then, you can't say that. We have so much video evidence showing you cracked out of your mind even when your son was living there. So you were using the money for that. I mean, you might have been using it for like food or snacks or whatever for your son here and there. But the majority of it was on your crack addiction. Now, yes, you went into full-blown crack addiction after CPS took him. I get that. But to say that you weren't in addiction back then is, when you're lying to everybody else about it, you're lying to yourself about it too. And when you're lying to yourself about your addiction, there's no way you can be ready to go to rehab. So the next topic at hand that they go through was, if you remember the night that Kim released all of those recorded phone calls with Lisa, we had that one incident where Lisa was arguing with somebody outside. They were saying that she stole their bag, yada yada. Police, I think the police got called, or they didn't get called. I can't remember. But they start discussing all of that. I clipped most of that out because it was just so long and drawn out. The only reason I kept this part in is because Tech jumps in again, which is awesome that Tech was able to even jump in again, because I honestly thought Kim blocked her and Tech was never going to be able to come back up, but she made it back up there, and I'm so happy she did.
She was gonna cash app it. I said to Kim, can you, whatever, 30, send it to him, whatever. I wasn't sure if she was doing it. She wasn't sure if I was pretending. It got mixed up, right? But the reason I left and was getting away, trying to get away, was before he noticed that 30 wasn't on the Cash App. That's
Yeah,
where
like it never went through.
I did not steal her stamp bags.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that, because everybody's like, you wouldn't have been trying to take off if you wouldn't have stole her stamp bags. And no, I was trying to just get down to the avenue because my dad was coming to pick me up. And because, like I said, I wasn't sure if that 30 was there, not there, when he would notice it wasn't there, if he'd notice at all. That was what was going on there. Okay.
You can't see my hand up, but my hand's up. So real quick, if you wouldn't, it was the people, places, and things. You put yourself in that situation,
I
right?
absolutely did. I absolutely did.
And how did Kim, if Kim is such a good friend and wants you to succeed and get your kids back and do all these great and wonderful things, is she on the back end saying, why are you taking yourself to these places? No, she sends you money. Is that what you're telling me?
No,
Is that what I heard?
she didn't send the money, but
I was
Okay.
asking why she was doing that, and when she does shit like that, I'm telling her, Lisa, you can get in a car with somebody really bad. Like,
Yeah.
you need to stop doing
I was
that.
hiking back to
Okay,
Rhine
well, I'm
Street.
having a hard time with you, Kim, right now, from what I just heard.
You're
Yeah,
always
I
having a
don't.
hard
Well,
time,
first
and
of
you're
all,
always
let me
nitpicking.
finish before you drop me again, because
You
I'm
know
40 years
nothing
old
about
after I
me.
say this. Okay,
I'm only letting you up because Lisa asked me to let you up. That's
none.
it. You're always
Zero.
nitpicking. I don't care about your
Anything to help
opinion.
her with
I
the
don't give a
situation
fuck
that
about
you're
what you
currently
think
in
about
on
me.
your own
It's not
self.
going to change
Don't take
anything
care of
between
your
me and
own
Lisa.
shit.
It's just
You
not going to change.
It's amazing how Kim keeps sitting there saying, I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about what you say. Yet she's talking above Tech so that nobody can hear what Tech is saying about Kim. Kim, you keep saying nobody knows anything about you. We know more about you than you really think you know, or we know. We know more about you than we want to know, but we know it. And there's a lot of stuff I haven't even put out there. So this whole you guys don't know anything about me is complete bullshit. You may think you're putting on a facade, but some of us actually know the truth, and we know what's actually going on, and we know who you are and what you do. Just haven't put it out there yet.
Because you can't help yourself.
Fucking bitch.
You're still up here.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't mean to start that one. I'm real sorry about that.
I don't know who was apologizing, but you didn't start that. Kim doesn't want anybody to convince Lisa that she needs to go to rehab. Kim, I think she's holding Lisa back. Honestly, if my honest opinion, Kim is holding Lisa back. Without Lisa, Kim has nothing. Lisa's the one that had the biggest following. That's why Kim latched onto her. That's why Victoria latched onto her. And I don't want to hear this bullshit of Victoria. Well, I had 200,000 followers. You had 200,000 followers at one time. And the only reason Victoria had 200,000 followers is because she was exploiting her children, especially her pregnant teenage daughter at the time. So you didn't have 200,000 followers because of you. You had 200,000 followers because you were exploiting your children. Because now it's just you, and look how low your followers are. You can't even get more than, 60 people in one of your lives at a time with 4 or 5 people in the chat. Most of the other people are watching because they enjoy watching a train wreck. So, yeah, you did latch on to Lisa because Lisa had the following you wanted. Victoria wanted all of Lisa's followers because they were willingly just giving her money. And that's what Victoria wanted. That's what Kim wanted. This is why these people latched on to Kim. And they've made it worse. Kim has made it worse for Lisa. And Kim doesn't like Tech because Tech is trying to get Lisa into rehab. Tech doesn't sugarcoat. Tech doesn't lie. She's going to tell you exactly how it is. And Kim doesn't like that. Well, too bad. So sad.
I just kind of wanted to explain that because I don't know if I've ever got to explain it in full. Why things happen and people can believe it, not believe it. But that, I mean, you can hear in my words, I said to her, we just did this at the house. I found them for you. You know what I mean? I don't even do, and I kept saying that to her. I'm like, I don't even do bags. Like, I told her that the whole time, even driving there. Like, I don't do that shit. Like,
Well, listen, you can listen. You might not do it, but you know somebody does. Act like I ain't never stole somebody's shit and went and fucking sold it for the shit that I want. So don't sit here and say because you don't do it, you wouldn't take it. You most definitely would because you can sell it to somebody else to get what you want to get. Don't
Lisa,
sit here and act like
so many other people that haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Like,
Seriously, Kim, shut the fuck up. You let everybody else up and talk for 10, 15 long minutes, as long as they're kissing your ass and they're kissing Lisa's ass. But God forbid somebody come up here with some actual common fucking sense and truth. No, no, no. Kim doesn't want that. Kim don't want to hear that. Kim will make you leave. She won't even let you have the full 2 minutes if she chooses to kick you off before that 2-minute mark. But if you're kissing their ass, you can stay as long as you want.
Shut up, man. You're the fucking problem. You're a fucking problem. You
You're
most
just
definitely are.
mad. You're just
And
old
you know what?
and
Sometimes we have to
You're
dip in.
just
You know,
old and
it is.
mad. That's what you are, old and mad.
Really, Kim? That's all you have to say about Tech is she's old and mad? Why? Why would that be the only thing you have to say about her? Because you don't have anything really bad on her or to say about her? I mean, considering where you're at, right? An addict, an active addict, living in your drug dealer boyfriend's parents' basement, dad's basement, where even your boyfriend's dad can't stand you. Yet you're going to talk to Tech like that, who has her life in order, who has her own home, who has her family, whose children are in her life. I mean, come on. I mean, it's not surprising that all you have to say to Tech is you're just old and mad, considering your position.
Kim, if I were you, you would be respectful.
Are you kidding? Kim wouldn't know what the word respect meant if it slapped her in the face with a fucking needle. She does not understand the word respect. She probably can't even fucking spell it without looking it up first. So I don't know why you would waste your breath in telling Kim to be respectful.
I understand what she was saying.
She's
Definitely.
not even giving me a chance to explain anything. She's
I know.
nitpicking everything I fucking do as if that, like, I'm a horrible person.
Hey, Kim, guess what? She don't have to give you any time to say anything, to speak about a damn thing. She's not nitpicking. She's telling the fucking truth, and you can't stand it. Didn't you say that you weren't answering any questions and you weren't going to talk on anything because this was about Lisa? So why does anybody have to listen to anything you have to say? Why did Tech have to listen to you whine and throw a tantrum? Because all she was doing was telling the truth.
She's literally trying to find any little thing that she can to, like, just rag on me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add at the last comment was you are a horrible person. And it doesn't take much to find anything to rag on you about because you make it very easy to rag on you. You do. So it's not like we have to dig too deep or try hard to find something because you present it out so well.
Stuff after.
Rude whatsoever. Kim, if you are, that was me that just snorted. Thank you very much. And I am outside smoking a cigarette. Anybody that's being in this chat, I will report you for being rude. And Kim, you have to do some modding with the people that are on the list. And
Uh-oh, here comes one of the Captain Save-A-Junkies. Nobody cares if you're going to report somebody for stating a fact in the chat. Even if it's not a fact and they're just being outright rude. Who gives a shit? Are you going to report everybody in the chat? Really? I mean, it's so pathetic how you get up there and you're like, anybody being rude. Sorry, I'm outside smoking a cigarette and I snorted. Anybody being rude, I'm just going to report you. Like anybody gives a shit. You really think Discord is going to remove somebody because they said something rude to Kim or Lisa? Get over yourself.
And get rid of them because no one wants
No, I
to hear
agree
any of
with
that
you
kind
for
of crap.
sure. Yeah, I agree.
Had me,
And
boo boo.
and for one, you guys have no life, calling people names and stuff like that whatsoever. Come on now, this Lisa is trying to get better herself, and you guys are not helping her whatsoever. Being
Oh, so you didn't like what people were saying? So you're going to tell people that they don't have a life? You're going to tell people that you're going to report them in the chat because they're saying rude things? Like, who are you? You were literally a nobody that went up in a box so that you could just sit there and look at me, look at me. I'm up here defending Kim and Lisa. I'm special. No, all you did was go up there, kiss their ass, and threaten a bunch of people online that you don't know. a little keyboard warrior that you are. Like, it was pathetic. All you did was look and sound stupid.
Rude.
Yeah.
So
My advice would be don't even read the chat. They say things that are absolutely disgusting at times. Also, I haven't even.
I mean, at that point, Lisa saying that, she was way more mature than this, whoever she is, going off on people in a chat. Like, for real. Lisa's just like, just ignore it. And it's like, I'm going to report you and you have no life and blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah. Lisa was more mature than her, which is a lot to say.
Read it at all since I've been on here the past couple of days. I'm looking at the pictures in the boxes.
yeah, they could just all F off if they wanted to, but I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. But
She's not trying to be rude or anything. This isn't even her live, and she's up there telling people to fuck off and that she's going to report everybody in the chat and nobody has lives. Like, clearly, people have way too much time on their hands if they're sitting in this chat for hours and hours and hours. And you yourself have way too much time on your hands if you can get in that chat and wait as long as you did to open your mouth just to sit there and degrade everybody else that's in there and talk like you are something special up there because you got a box and you were able to talk to Lisa. Like, absolutely you embarrassed yourself. Period. You embarrassed yourself.
No.
So, Kim, I hope you're going to be doing some modding here pretty soon because it's kind of getting ridiculous about all these trolls in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're that desperate to be one of Kim's mods, then just ask her if you can be a mod. Instead of sitting there, you really need to mod. You need to clean this up and mod. I mean, clearly you want to be her mod. Then just say it. I want to be your mod. Disgusting. Oh, it's so gross. These people are, oh my God.
Yeah.
If you ever want to help, I'll message you. You can help me. I'll make you a mod.
Okay.
Aw, there you go. Kim's going to make you a mod. Now don't you feel special? Did you get what you wanted? Because you sure as hell didn't do anything to help Lisa. I mean, the whole reason you were there was for yourself, not for Lisa or Kim. You were there for yourself, and you just proved it, and then you got rewarded for it. Good girl.
People that just go too far,
Some of them have been going way too far, and it's because they're just jealous that you want to get help for yourself and that they don't want to get help themselves because they just want to manipulate or be a bully.
Oh, here we go. Miss, I want to come up there in a box so everybody sees me and hears me running her mouth again. Who's jealous of Lisa? Why would anybody be jealous of Lisa for, let's say she is trying to get help? Why would somebody be jealous because Lisa's trying to get help or wanting to get help? Do you realize how fucking stupid you sound? Like, legit claiming that all the people that are in Discord are jealous because Lisa wants help. That makes no sense. But yet, you're claiming none of them want help. So you're claiming that everyone in Discord chat is a user or an addict, and none of them want help. They're just going to bully Lisa instead. Do you not think before you talk? Clearly. I don't even know why I asked that because the answer was right there.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was me. And just like, I just think it's bullshit that you let people come up here and have their NA meeting and trauma dump, and you drop tech, and people like me that speak things that you don't like, Kim, let Lisa drop people. You get mad and drop, and then you run your mouth up here and talk your shit. And then, you have your little person down here in the corner in the blue box. Oh, we need to clean house here. It was fine in here until you invited everybody from Lisa's live up in here. And then we're all up here patting asses. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, I don't want
Well, if you don't like it in here, you can easily just leave. Nobody's making you stay here.
You're right. Nobody is making anybody stay there, but you made it a public thing. You wanted everybody in there so that you can make money. But what you didn't want was people coming up in a box and being truthful, because it hurt your feelings, Kim. Poor little Kim. And then she dropped her. As usual, that's what Kim does.
I don't even want the Discord to be like that, though. You know, it's not a fan page. It's a whatever page. People have different opinions. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it, Lisa. Different opinions. The one that doesn't want the different opinions is Kim. Because Kim doesn't want to hear about how horrible of a fucking person she is and how much you lie to everybody and scam them out of money so you can feed your addiction. She doesn't want any of that being said. She just wants the coddling, the attention, the love bombing, and the adoration. None of it does Kim deserve.
But
you also have to understand to not let them bring you down as well, though, Lisa.
Well, Kim is not as used to this as I am.
Miss Monotone jumping in again when she's not needed. This live wasn't even about Kim. It was about Lisa. Okay. And nobody was really up there putting Lisa down. It was more everybody telling Kim to shut the fuck up and let Lisa talk for herself. You see, if you paid attention and opened your ears a little bit and stopped thinking of yourself, you might have noticed that. Okay, so this is an interesting guest up on the panel. Someone that actually helped Lisa. And, well, I'll let you listen for yourself.
Hi, Lisa.
What's up?
Girl, it's Grandma Debbie. What's up?
Not much.
Oh my God. So my thing is, okay, a long time ago, we were actually somewhat friends or whatever, and you were real cool. But then you
Ma'am,
asked me for
no, what do
money.
you mean somewhat friends? I don't even know who you are. Who are you?
Yeah, you do, girl. You do. But
I
anyway,
Kim, this is a troll.
it's not though. I have a genuine question.
Okay, then
Maybe
please
ask your question.
You're not even letting me get to it. My thing was is we actually were friends at one point, but then and we were emailing back and forth. And
Oh,
then you said that we
right. That's
could be
why I don't
friends.
know who you are.
You said that
Okay.
we could be friends, and then you asked me for money, and I told you I couldn't give it to you, and then you cussed me out.
Yeah.
And then it was like every single time you talked to me after that, you cussed me out, and I was
Is
like, I
that
just
your
tried to be your
question?
friend.
Question or
Let
just a
her
story?
troll. Go ahead. Now, what's your question?
So the thing is like, why do you tell people that you were willing to be friends with them, but yet when you turn around and ask them for money and they say, "Hey, I can't afford it," you turn around and cuss them out and be like, "Well, I don't want to be friends with you anymore if you're not going to give me money."
Yeah.
Because that's almost word for word what you said to me.
We're gonna turn your video on. Can you please show me one of these emails where I cussed you out? Or
I'll send you the email. I will send it to your
no,
email, Lisa.
we'll do it right now.
Can you forward?
No, because I'm not going to dox myself.
Okay. I guarantee I do not.
I want to forward.
not
Put me
that.
on the forward.
I do not do that.
No, Kim,
Was
you can
there-
go fuck yourself. It's between me and Lisa.
Kim,
I'm just saying I want proof too.
Kim, I got her. Listen, I do not go on and do that to people. Have there been people I've told to
You
go
do
fuck
though. You do
themselves?
because I have literally the email proof where you said go fuck yourself because you won't give me money.
I tell people to go fuck themselves when they're fucking with me like you're doing right now.
I'm actually not because you
You are.
confuse someone fucking with you with genuinely
You've
wanting to know the truth.
3 times since you've been up here. You came up, your name was Lisa's hazmat suit. I called it out. Now you're Shaddy something.
So what, Lisa? That doesn't make the difference. It doesn't change who the person is behind the name.
You
But
said
it
your
doesn't change what you said or did.
was a man.
No, I was never a man.
I mean,
I'm
you're
sorry
just
that you had
trying
that
to be
impression.
funny. You're trying to be funny. If you have a genuine question, I'm all for it.
That was literally my question is that why is that when we were actually friends, you were cool, but the second you asked me for money and I said, "Hey, I can't give it to you because I've got kids. It's not a good time." You literally cussed me out for no reason.
Ma'am,
That was my question. Why would you do that?
There are plenty of people that message me when we get to talking.
And I literally did nothing to you but be nice to you.
I will
And
ask
be supportive of you and give you words of encouragement. And it was like I even kept asking you, where is this coming from? Why do you keep treating me like this? Because I won't give you money? And you said, yeah.
Yeah, no, none of that happens.
Okay,
Please,
well, I will send the emails to Kai, and Kai can post them.
absolutely, please do. Please do. I will be looking forward to watching that video this evening. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I don't mind answering questions, but I'm not going to put up with that. She was trying to be funny. It was absolutely stupid. Not.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to that. I don't know if Kai posted the email, if she emailed it to even Kai. I'll have to go back through Kai's channel to see if she did, but I don't recall anything, like being done afterwards. So I don't know. I can't. I have screenshots. I'm trying to look at. I think they're in my old phone that where people have, or she's texted people and asked for money, and when they say no, she cusses them out. Yeah, I'm still trying to dig those out, but I don't know if this particular thing happened because I haven't seen the emails. Anyways, yeah, take that as you may. And now we're moving into the part where villain comes up in the box, and this is very interesting. I love everything that villain says. It's right on point. I don't think Kim likes villain very much either. And I say that because Kim even made a thread in the Lisa Discord server on villain, and there's been nothing but niceness said about villain. So I don't know why Kim felt the need to put a thread in there about villain. I guess she thought that people really disliked her and they were going to talk a bunch of crap about her. I don't know, but yeah, that didn't happen.
You hear me?
Yeah, hey, Villain.
Hi. Speaking of conspiracy theories, what's going on here? What are you guys doing?
I am
just chatting.
You guys ready for treatment or what? Like, what's the play here? What are you guys doing in here instead of going and getting help for yourselves? No, really. I'm not even being
We've
a
been
dick.
making calls constantly all day, every day. Just
Tech
because
was
we
here.
spend a little time and I think Lisa's been in touch with Tech, correct?
I talked to her this morning for about
And
45.
she actually, I think she came in on the Discord this afternoon, no?
Listen, you guys know as well as I know that it could have been done already.
Oh yeah, it could
You
have been
guys,
done multiple.
correct. You guys have been sitting on this call. I'm not going to say what you told me privately, right? But you guys have been sitting on these calls for hours a day.
I
That's not,
actually have the proof. I have the
okay.
proof that we've made the outgoing calls in
I
three ways.
believe that you made outgoing calls. I believe that, but it doesn't take this long.
No, we've just called so many programs. Like I've even wrote down the list of programs we've called and we've crossed them out as we've gone down the list.
Oh boy. Kim wrote a list and went down the list and called a bunch of places and asked questions. That's not taking yourself and going to rehab. You can make calls all day long, every single day. And just for the simple fact of having a call record to say, see, look, I'm making phone calls. That doesn't mean you're trying to get into rehab. That just means that you're trying to create a call log so that you can say you've been trying. I mean, that seems to be the only thing these two do is make phone calls just so they can have a call log. You're trying to insult villain's intelligence, and it's gross. It's absolutely gross. You making phone calls to different rehabs and asking questions does nothing but prove that you know how to use a phone.
But like I said, I have the proof of the calls. So how long we've been on a phone call with each person, or as a three-way, or how long we've been on the phone with each program, giving them Lisa's information.
And I can call any place and stay on the phone with them making up a bunch of bullshit just so I have a call log to say, look, I called, and see how long I spoke to them on the phone. That's not being productive. Okay, being productive is doing the intake over the phone and then getting your butt to rehab when you say you're going to go to rehab. That's being productive. That's trying to get help, not sitting around making a buttload of calls.
Etc., waiting for calls back from certain places. Some places offered a free ride, and then just went ghost. One place offered a free ride, and then we even said, "Hey, is Sandra blah 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 available?" And then she was nowhere to be found. She never worked there before. There's just been like some crazy situations for a lot of the places that we've talked to. And also, we're trying to find, and we make sure that before we vet the place, that they dose the methadone and that they accept her insurance so far.
Or a skull.
So basically, you've just been sitting around with your thumb up your ass, making phone calls, and not having any intention of following through with these phone calls. That's in a nutshell. That's what Kim just admitted.
Or something.
Or scholarship. Yeah, like those are two like main.
Listening to these two reminds me of when my sister and I were children and we would get in trouble, and at the same time we would sit there and try and give every excuse in the world on why we shouldn't get in trouble or we shouldn't get grounded. That's what these two remind me of right now.
Points that we need. We need her to be able to get dosed, and we need them to accept her insurance.
Okay. Lisa.
Yes.
There was a mutual of ours, right?
Okay.
That went to her director to get you cleared. What happened with that?
Who?
The girl you were talking to in emails. One of the people that were in the live that I did when you were first trying to get help. And she works for a treatment center. She went to her director and had you cleared because I had a conversation with her about this when she emailed me and said, I did this, 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 and this. And I'm not just gonna keep chasing her around. And I agree.
I know who you're
What
talking
happened
about.
with that?
That was before I got out of my old place. I wasn't ready to go. I was bullshitting. That's it. I was bullshitting, pushing it off. Ready to go this night, waking up the next day and, shit was figured out and deciding I didn't want to go anymore. That's the truth.
But so what's the difference between then and now? If you really want to listen, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not. But when you are ready to get clean, you go to any lengths. You and I both know that Tech would have picked you up this morning and driven you where you needed to go. Why didn't you go?
I think Tech should answer that.
Yeah.
No, I think Lisa should answer that and Kim should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, me too.
I already spoke to Tech.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the answer?
I already spoke to Tech. I'm not going to put her business out here, but I spoke to Tech about it.
Yeah, but now I look like a dickhead.
No, I don't think you look like a dick. I just think that you are saying things and your actions are not matching what you're saying. So people are looking crazy.
I actually think that is not true.
So, what would you call it, Einstein Kim? Lisa is sitting here saying over and over and over again that she's going to go to rehab, she's going to get clean, she's going to do this, she's going to do that, but her actions completely show a totally different thing. So, what is your definition of your words are not matching your actions? Because I don't know about you, but Villain is absolutely 100% correct. Lisa's words are not matching her actions. But Kim doesn't agree with that. No. Kim has a totally different outlook on what that means. Of course she does.
What is not true?
Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. But that's just between Tech and Lisa.
I agree.
But I think personally, I'm just going to answer for myself. The difference between then and now is that then, I don't know. Now, she's actually genuinely sitting on the phone with me from 8:30 to certain times, three-way calling programs.
Hey, Kim, you can't give a then and now scenario when you leave out the then and only talk about the now. And who cares if she's sitting on a three-way call with you calling programs? The point is she already has a program ready to take her with a bed and she's not taking it. So any excuse you try and give is just nothing but bullshit coming out of your mouth. Because you both know that there is a rehab ready to take her. And she has a ride to said rehab. She doesn't need to wait for a Greyhound or the magical school bus to come and pick her up. She has a ride. But you keep giving excuses for why she's not going instead of just shutting the fuck up and letting Lisa talk and Lisa answer for herself. Kim, you need to go to rehab too. You are not sober by any means. We hear you when you're in these lives on Discord. We can hear everything that's going on. You may not think that, but we can hear it. And plus, I know I've been told certain things. You need it too. Like, so don't even sit there and pretend like Lisa is the only one here that needs help, because you need serious help yourself.
And
Kim,
then not only
respectfully,
that, we call her detox, and then we
that's
try
not getting
and
in
get
the car. You don't need to. That's not getting into the car, right?
Yeah, but you can't
Oh
get
yeah,
into a
you're
car,
right.
call or show up. I don't understand like what I did wrong. She
Technically,
offered
picked
She's
you up.
making more of an effort than she normally would. So
She
for
offered.
Say
me,
that again.
I'll take that effort.
Really, Kim? No. Making phone calls or having you make the phone calls while she's on three-way with you is not Lisa making that effort. That's you making the phone calls so that when Villain comes and reams your asses about it, you can say, oh, but I have proof that we've sat around for 8 hours today just making phone calls. See my call log? I have proof. That's all that is. All of this has been set up for Lisa. All she has to do is go. That's it. There is no work involved that Lisa has to do other than go. But you seem to be the one to have all the excuses for Lisa. Do you see where the problem is here? Of course not.
Take it. Hell yeah, fucking I'll take it. I'll do all the calls that I can with her.
Of course you'll take it. Because just doing all the calls isn't Lisa leaving for rehab, which is keeping her there so that you can continue making money off of her.
Wait,
What?
What am I answering?
No, I'm sorry, Lisa. You are not allowed to answer. Kim is the only one allowed to answer for you, according to Kim. I would rather only hear what you have to say. But Kim keeps butting in and chiming in and not letting you answer, which seems to be a pattern here.
I got lost. I was trying to pay attention to her, and she was cutting in and out.
Oh, I said, I don't know what I did wrong in this situation, because honestly, when she offered, she said, we can even go meet Cynthia in person.
But let me ask you a question. Can
Yeah.
I just be real? People that are trying to get sober, right? If I talk to them for a little bit and then they don't call me, right? I'm just going to be like, if they don't call me, I don't take them seriously. So if you really, I'm really, I swear, I'm not trying to be a dick. If you really wanted to get clean, you would have had that alarm set at 7:30 this morning, and you would have been ringing text phone at 8 a.m.
Well, there we go. She wants to blame Tech. Everybody wants to blame Tech for why Lisa didn't go to rehab that day. But let's be honest, Villain is right. It is not Tech's responsibility to hunt you down and make you go. There was an understanding that you, Lisa, were going to call Tech that morning, and you didn't do it. Why does Tech have to chase you down for that? Why does Tech have to call you constantly? You know you had a small window of opportunity there for Tech to come and pick you up, but you had to be the one to call Tech. Tech is not your mom. Tech is not going to hold your hand and stand there and say, okay, Lisa, it's time to go. It is your responsibility to call her. She's helping you. She got all this set up for you. Many people in play got this set up for you. It was your responsibility to call Tech. You didn't do it. So Kim can sit there and I made all these calls all day. See, we're doing something. She can do that all she wants. The most important phone call, which was the one to Tech, you guys didn't make.
It's on you, Lisa. This is your life. And you have to make moves to save it. Otherwise, you will lose it.
I agree with you.
It's you can't it's like shit or get off the pot. Spending 7 hours on a Discord call is not getting you clean. It's not.
I know. It's not getting me clean. No, it has nothing to do with.
So hang up the Discord call tech, make a plan, and get in the car.
To go where?
Tech will take you. See, when I first got sober, somebody told me that I made such shitty decisions that I needed to put my life in somebody else's hands and let them call the shots. That's where you're at.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with you. And like
Everything in your life has gotten you where? Everything that you've done the past 7 months, it has
Right.
gotten consistently worse. Every step that you took, right?
Mhm.
And what did I say when I emailed you? I said the universe is telling you to get sober, or else
Mhm.
you're not going to have a chance to, right? And you
Mhm.
just keep fighting it. Just get in the car. That's all you got to do is get in the car. That's it. Let somebody else make the choices for you because your mind is broken.
And when Villain is saying make somebody else make these choices for you, she's not talking about Kim. What she means is let somebody who is of stable mind make these decisions for you. Because unfortunately, Lisa, you can't make these decisions because you're making the wrong ones over and over and over and over. And you're letting Kim help you make these decisions over and over and over. And you see where you are, you're still sitting there. You're still sitting here in Discord calls or lives. You just started going back on TikTok yesterday. This is what villain means by letting somebody else. And I know it sucks as an adult, as a 39-year-old adult, to sit there and say, I can't make rational decisions on my own. I have to let somebody else make a rational decision for me. It sucks as an adult. But in your situation, it's the best thing for you. It to put your life in somebody else's hands for just a couple hours on a drive to get you to rehab would be the best decision you could make right now. You're not trying to make rational decisions on how to get here, 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 and here. You are giving your life to that person for just long enough to get your ass to rehab. That's it. But if you continue to let Kim make these irrational decisions for you, or you try to make these irrational decisions for yourself, then you've put your life in her hands and your hands, and well, that life isn't going to be there much longer. So by you continuing to make your quote unquote decisions or letting Kim make decisions for you, you won't be around much longer. But if you actually trust tech or somebody else who has good intentions to getting you to rehab, they could be saving your life.
Yeah, it's very broken, and the decision is not well.
And I'm not trying to be a dick. I get it. My fucking brain was broken for a long time. It took a long time for me to heal the
Yeah.
shit that I did to myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I understand. Listen, I understand friendships and addiction, right? I get it. This is not healthy for either of you. And I'm not trying to be a dick, Kim. I never even spoke to you before. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being honest.
I 100% agree with Villain here. And what Kim and Lisa have is not a friendship. They have a transactional relationship, and that's it. They have a dependency on each other to feed each other's addiction, and that's it. They don't have an actual friendship. And when Lisa, or if Lisa, I hope when Lisa goes to rehab and gets out, that she never contacts Kim again, because that's not going to be good for her. Because if Kim didn't go get help, then all of this is going to still be there. Even if Kim went and got help, becoming friends again right after rehab, it would be devastating to the both of them. Because all they know is this dependent relationship that they have right now on needing each other and leaning on each other to make sure that they can feed their addictions. When I was 13 and brutally raped, my friend came to me and said, try this, it will numb you. And I did it. And after I got out of rehab, she wanted so bad to hang out. And I had to remember the steps that I started taking. And one of those steps, I had to remove her from my life. She's no longer with us. She passed away. I don't know the exact date. I don't even know how she passed away, but I know she passed away. I know she never got help for her addiction. And if I had started hanging out with her again, I would have probably been right there with her. And I wouldn't be here today. So I'm glad I made that decision. And these are hard decisions you have to make. But you'll learn how to make them. You'll learn how to make healthy decisions in rehab. They teach you these things. They give you the tools to think rationally again. Something Lisa hasn't done in over 20 years. But she can't do it with Kim by her side. Absolutely not.
Because guess what? My best friends and I, that I've been friends with for years, we used together, right? You know what happened when we got sober? We had to separate. It's literally like a breakup. Y'all need to go your own way and get healthy. If you're supposed to be friends, it'll come back some point. Right now isn't the time. I'm like just being serious. It's
Yeah.
not good for either of you. It's and Kim, no matter how much you say that you want to help, it's not help. It's not. And I know that like people will be fucking screaming about what I did in here. I don't even care. Both of you, and this is not me speaking on kids, both of you have kids that you need to think about. It's enough damage, right? It took a long time for me to heal that with my kids.
Right. No,
Y'all have to want better for yourselves, not for anybody else. Fuck the people on the internet. Fuck the people that talk, say this, do that. You need to do it for you, each of you, individually, without each other.
that's fair.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. Once a relationship has some toxic, um, what's the word? Like once you have that toxicity dynamic, it's not for right now. Not when you're trying to get better. Not when you both have your own things that you have to work on. It's just not the right time right now.
Correct, because you have one, Lisa, who admits she needs help, who admits she's in addiction. And then you have the other one who is also in active addiction, but is denying that she's in active addiction. That right there that's a toxic relationship 100%. And neither one of them can help each other at this point, and maybe never in life. But I agree 100% with Velen.
And this is just, listen, it's unfortunate. It really is. But only you two can help it. The fucking 250 people in here, not a single fucking person can do it for you. Not a single one of them.
Question though. If you talk to Tech, when she came in earlier, she said there was no bed ready today. It would be, I think she said tomorrow or Wednesday.
Tech told you that you could go 24 hours a day to like a safe at home program, right? Where they will hold you until somebody will take you.
Yeah, but I'm safe though. I don't need that.
Yeah, you're not safe, and you do need that before you leave, because you will make a bad decision, get high, and not go to rehab the next day when they have that bed ready for you. That's the whole point of the safe house, is for them to hold you until they're ready for you to show up. You're not safe where you are, because at any moment you can go and get high.
This is safe to you, Lisa? Don't
Well,
you
I mean,
want
I'm
to
at my
take the right
parents' place.
steps? Don't like listen, somebody told me when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will. Let me ask you a question. Because I know the answer to this. You're in Pittsburgh, right? I
Yes.
was in New York in active addiction. If I was fucking sick or I wanted to get high, I would have walked 17 fucking miles with no shoes on in the snow to fucking get high. You're going to have to put that same fucking energy into getting clean if you want to get and stay clean.
I agree 1,000%. I've been saying that. I said all the energy I put into doing what I fucking do on here or doing whatever
Exactly.
needs to be put into my fucking
But
son.
saying
And
it isn't doing it, please.
But here we are 3 weeks later, and you're still doing Discord lives.
That's what I'm saying. You are good with your words, right? I get it. I understand.
Yeah. You know, I'm a good manipulator.
At this point in time, it's actions. And no amount of hiding in a Discord server is going to make a fucking difference.
No, I agree. And I respect that nobody's going to believe it until the actions. And I
So
don't.
just go. Just go. If you call Tech right now, she would come and get you. And you know it. You know it. Don't worry about everybody else, Lisa. Worry about you. Worry about you to put your faith into something else the way you put your faith into the fucking rock.
Yeah. And the energy I put.
It's time. Enough is enough. Just go to Tech. She will take care of it. I promise you. But you sitting in here, that's just showing everybody that you ain't gonna do it. That's what you're doing. You realize that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what they're thinking. Yeah.
That's it. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. When you are ready, you will go. I don't know what's stopping you. I know you know what's stopping you, but I don't know. And until you say, I'm sure I'm sure you're afraid, right? Like it's scary. But fuck it. You're gonna have to put your faith into something that is in a better head state than you, because your decisions, your choices, they're all fucked up right now. Your brain is sick, right? You can't even trust your thought processes right now. You got to put it in somebody else. And you're going to have to put it in Tech, in me, in the girl in the box that got you the bed, whatever. Somebody else. It can't be you.
I agree, Bill.
So can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Sure.
And I really hate to do this, but Villain, I am the mutual that you were just speaking about.
Okay.
You know who I am. We have been in contact several times through email. I'm the one that got her in. I had her approved, and I'm not going to go into great detail because it's nobody else's business. But I had her a place to go that would dose her at her current dose, and that is very hard to find, by the way. Place to go, and Lisa, you ghosted me. You ghosted me.
Is there any way to get that back or no?
I wasn't ready. I apologize. I thought I was
I
ready.
understand that, and I know you can't force someone to go until they are ready. But if you need me to send you another email, I am willing to do that. And I still have the contact information of the person that I spoke with to get you in, and I can still make that phone call. You could go first thing in the morning.
There you go.
Okay. Can you please, Villain, do you have my new number?
The iPhone number?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can shoot it in an email anyways. Yeah, can you please see if you can do that? Either, I know
Lisa,
it's late this
end the
evening and let
Discord
us
call and call her.
Call
this
who?
is exactly what I'm saying. The girl in the box. You know who she is, right?
Yeah, is she the one I was texting with?
She is the one
on the old phone. Okay, yes, I know exactly who she is. Yes.
Okay, so get off the call, and you call her. If you're serious, that's what you're going to do.
Can you?
Everybody else, have a good night.
Okay. Can you email me your number, because the phone we were texting on got taken, so I don't have like any of those, text threads or anything anymore.
I sure will.
I'd appreciate it. The Lisa Harvey at Gmail. Just shoot me an email with your number and I'll text you right now.
I sure will.
All right. Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whoever's next, Kim, I'm going to wait for this email and shoot her my thing while I'm waiting. Okay.
Kim, the only way you help Lisa is to give her money, and you know exactly what she's using that money for, so don't act like you're her friend. And yeah, that's all I had to say. Bye.
Lisa, are you there?
Yes. I'm listening. I swear I'm listening to everybody.
You know me. We used to text a lot, but you've stopped responding to my text. I send you a text every now and then and say, call Tech. Tech told you today I can get you in tomorrow. Kim, I don't know you.
Do you have my new number?
Yeah, I have your new number.
The 412-482?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
I sent you a message this morning and said, please call me.
What's the first letter of your name?
C, 2 letters.
Pardon?
It's just 2 letters. CJ.
Oh, Miss CJ. Okay.
Yeah.
You did. And I was gonna call you back this evening.
Listen,
I'm
you've got
listening.
everything right now in front of you. Like she said, get off this call. You're doing this, Kim's doing this to get a base going so y'all can monetize this, prove us wrong. Get off of it. Take the help that they're offering you. Go to freaking bed. Wake up in the morning and do better. Man, I can't wait to meet you when you're sober.
Oh, I would love to.
You can do this. If you're serious and this isn't another money grab, whether Kim's doing it or you're both doing it or whatever it is, because TikTok is shutting down and you need to make another platform. If you're serious, stop.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to, Miss CJ.
All these people calling or talking to you and stuff and telling them their story and all that, you're not listening. Hell, you didn't listen to me for about 3 sentences every time we talked. It's time to make a difference. For you. I've said 1,000 times for your kids, your grandbaby, your parents, this and that. It's not for them. It's for you. And then it's for them.
I do hope, when I come out better, that we can meet sometime. Because you're one of the friends I have that have never given me a penny, but are a good friend of mine and a friend I listen to.
Come on, man. You got it right in the palm of your hand. In less than 12 hours, you could be somewhere and start your new life. And if you've been clean for 3 days, I'm 100% behind you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
call you
this
when I get off here, but yeah, I have been.
No, I don't want you to call me. I want you to call Tech. I want you to call that girl that just sent you the email.
I'm waiting for the girl, yes.
You know 100% Tech will be there. She's not that far away from you. And you said you don't need to go to that safe place because you're safe. You're not. Because one little thing could click in your head and you'll be ready to go. You know that.
You're right. That could happen.
And
But
Kim,
Miss CJ, if that happens, that safe haven place downtown won't stop me either. They can't hold me against my will.
but if you're serious, Lisa, you
I
know
am
that you're one
serious.
step. If you're serious, you're one step closer to getting in that door.
Yeah, I'm a lot more serious than I've ever been, ever, about it.
Well, I've told 1,000 people. I've talked to you sober. I've talked to you jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
You got it going on when you're sober.
Thank
And
you.
Kim, if you're jacked up on something, I hope you get help too, sweetie.
This is Miss CJ. Kimmy, she's very nice.
Okay.
I don't even know if she's her.
I hope you end this tonight and that you make the best decision you've ever made tomorrow morning.
I just texted the lady that was on the live. So I'll text you and let you know what's.
So this is when Raggedy jumps up there and starts talking to Lisa and lets her know that the woman she had just spoken to, Hunter's mom, or CJ, I can't, or they're the same. I can't remember who exactly it was, but she had promised that she would call them or email them or something. And then she was in the chat trying to get Lisa's attention, asking her to call her right then and there. I don't know why, but it seemed important. And then Lisa she goes off the hinges.
I know that there's a lot of people ahead of me, and I promise you guys I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. I just am on a limited amount of time, and I want to say what I have to say, and then I'm going to drop. Lisa, I know you know who I am. I know you've seen my videos, and I'm pretty positive you've seen my story where I lost my dad to addiction, and it was very hard. You still have hope, and you still have chance
I'm
because you're
sorry to
still
hear that. I'm sorry to hear about your dad.
I appreciate it. You still have hope and you have chance because you're waking up every day and you're seeing the sunrise. But Lisa,
yes,
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, or maybe I am. You know what? I am. Hunter's mom, I know you're talking to her right
Yeah.
now, but I need you to put a pause for now on this Discord call. And if you truly are ready to do this, I need you to end this call and call her. She wants you to call her. Lisa, you could be where you need to be for you tomorrow. First thing tomorrow morning. And this is a guarantee. But you have to end this Discord call right now and call her. So right now it's time for you to decide, am I going to do this? Or are we going to keep going in these circles? And I'm sure all of these wonderful people have very important things to say. But for me, in this moment, the most important thing is what Lisa decides to do next. So Lisa, it's time. It's time to end this call and
Agreed, Raggedy.
go call her right
Wait,
now.
who am I supposed to call again?
The lady that you're talking with on the back end, Hunter's mom, the lady that you have a
Yeah.
mutual with the villain, that she wants you to call her right now. She's in the chat. Call her.
She's in the chat
Yeah.
saying for you to call her right now. Are you dead
Yep.
ass?
She said she's waiting. She wants to talk to you on the phone. She said she's talking to you on the back end as you're up here right now. She wants you to call her.
Told me on text that she'll call at 9:30, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Are you saying she is in the chat saying that I'm not calling?
She wants to talk to you now. She changed her mind. She wants to get off the call.
See, I don't know where Lisa heard that people were expecting she wasn't going to call in the morning. That's not what Raggedy said. What she said was that she wants her to call her right now. Not, hey, she knows you're not going to call in the morning, so she wants you to call now. I don't know where Lisa got that, but it just goes to shit from here.
I don't know.
Off of Discord,
Well,
off
no,
of
ma'am,
social
you're
media.
not gonna fucking tell me what to do. I'm tired of you making me look like I'm a liar. Okay?
Lisa, listen, nobody's saying that you're not calling.
Get her out. No, you
Lisa.
just did. You're telling me to end my Discord or Kimmy's Discord and fucking I'm not calling when I have proof that she said 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So don't make me out like I'm fucking not doing something again that I'm supposed to be doing. Just like this morning.
Hello?
And then Lisa left, and then you've got people that were still in the boxes, and they just start saying things towards Lisa, and it just ends. Yeah, I'm not sure what she heard, why she was hearing that when that's not what Raggedy was saying, but I don't know. Anyways, so that's those Discord that's the Discord live that I was wanting to put out, with Tech and Villain in there. And now we're just going to get into, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will make another video with the recent TikTok lives. That way this one doesn't go over 2 hours for you guys, and you can take a small break before you watch the next one. All right, so let's do that. So there you go. These are the Discord calls or live that I had promised 3 weeks ago, but then had to scrap it and then just started doing other projects. I wanted to finish this up and get it out to you guys because I did promise it. There are still some of you that haven't heard the beginning Discord lives and you were waiting on me to do this, and I apologize for taking so long. Anyways, yes, Lisa has gone live on TikTok as of yesterday and last night. I'm going to go ahead and start working on that video so I can get it out for you guys today. I will see you in that video. Take care. Be safe. Bye.